Hello students, today we are going to study about principles of inheritance and variation. In this unit, first topic is multiple alleles. When three or more alleles of a gene that controls a particular trait occupy the same locus on the homologous chromosome are referred as multiple alleles. So once again I repeat, multiple alleles are three or more alleles of a gene that controls a particular trait occupy the same locus on the homologous chromosome or multiple alleles. And the inheritance is referred as multiple allelism. An example for multiple allele, ABO blood group system. This blood group system first discovered by Carl Landsteiner. He discovered AB O blood types. O blood type is referred as universal donor. And AB type, this type of blood group system discovered by Carl Landsteiner's students Von D. Castell and Sturley. They only discovered AB type blood group system. This ABO blood group system, this is determined by three autosomal alleles. These three autosomal alleles are IA, IB, IO alleles. They are present on the 9th chromosome. If the different blood types, if they are incompatible, they are mixed together, that it causes agglutination of red blood cells, erythrocytes, agglutination. The alleles, the autosomal alleles IA, IB, IO, they only determine the type of antigens present on the RBC cells. Antigens, or otherwise referred as secretors, they are present in all the body fluids like gastric juices, tears, saliva, urine, semen, etc. The antigens are present. IA and IB alleles, they add NAG, N-acetyl galactosamine or galactose to the precursor, that is H substances. These two alleles can add NAG or galactose to the precursor. But IO allele, they cannot add NAG or galactose to the precursor because the transferase enzyme is not produced by IO allele. But these two alleles can produce the transferase enzyme and they add NAG to the precursor. That is why IO allele is referred as null allele. The IA allele and IB allele are co-dominant. They are co-dominant. Equally they produce, they represent IA and IB. But IA and IB allele are dominant over IO allele. Children, you can see the table that is showing the genetic basis of ABO blood group system. Type A having the genotype as IA-IA or IA-IO. These are the possible genotype for type A blood group, and it has got antigen A which is present on the RBC, and anti-B antibodies are present in the blood plasma. Next, type B has got the genotype as IB-IB or IB-IO. That's the genotype for type B, and it produces the B antigen present on the red blood cells. Anti-A antibodies are present in the blood plasma. Type AB type where IA and IB genotype, that's a genotype, and it has got A antigen, B antigen present on the RBC cells, but no antibodies are present in the plasma. That is why AB type is referred as a universal recipient. Type O blood group system, genotype is IO, and the antigen, no antigens are present in the RBC cells, and anti-A, anti-B antibodies are present in the blood plasma. And type O is referred as a universal donor. Next we are going to study about RH blood group system. This blood group system is first discovered by Karl Landsteiner and Alexander Wiener in the year 1940. He discovered from macaca rhesus monkey. That is why the factor is referred as a RH factor. In this blood group system, the D antigen is present. If the D antigen is present in an individual, such individuals are referred as RH positive. And if the D antigen is absent in an individual, they are referred as a RH negative individuals. The inheritance of RH factor, it is a dominant trait. The naturally occurring anti-D antibodies are absent in the plasma of any normal individual. Anti-D antibodies absent in the normal individual. When RH negative person is exposed to RH positive blood cells, anti-D antibodies are produced in the individual. RH negative person, anti-D antibodies are produced. Students, you can see this picture. This picture is showing about Fisher-Race hypothesis. According to this hypothesis, there are 3 different pairs of alleles. They are located in 3 different closely linked loci on the chromosome, homologous chromosome, as CC, DD, EE. These are the 3 different pairs of alleles. They are present closely linked. They are present in 3 loci on the homologous chromosome, determining the RH blood group system. Students, next we are going to study about RH factor incompatibility. This factor incompatibility is of great significance in childbirth. When RH negative mother marries a man, RH positive man, and carries the RH positive fetus, the mother's immune system gets sensitized and produces anti-D antibodies. That is, mother's immune system recognizes the RH antigen, and immediately that it produces anti-D antibodies. Especially IgG type of antibodies are very small and that can pass through the placenta and causes hemolysis of the fetal RBC cells, resulting in hemolytic jaundice, anemia in the fetus. And this disease only, it is called as erythroblastosis fetalis, or it is otherwise called as HDN, hemolytic disease of newborn. Next we are going to study about how to prevent this disease, erythroblastosis fetalis. This can be prevented by administering anti-D antibodies at 28th and 34th week of gestation period, before mother's immune system get sensitized, and it develops passive immunity and protects the fetus and prevents the disease erythroblastosis fetalis. Students, next topic is sex determination. First, chromosomal basis of sex determination. How the chromosome is determining the sex of the individual. There are two types. One is heterogametic males, the other one is heterogametic females. Heterogametic males are producing two different types of dissimilar gametes. Heterogametic females are also producing two different types of gametes. First, see about heterogametic males. In this, there are two types as XX XO type and XX XY type. First, we'll see XX XO type. In this XX XO type, which this type is seen in cockroach, bugs as well as grasshoppers, these insects, where the male is producing two different sperms, gametes. It depends upon the sex of the individual, that it depends upon which sperm that it fertilizes the egg. The two gametes are produced by the male is one with the X carrying, the other gamete without X chromosome. So if the X carrying sperm, it fertilizes the egg, that it produces female sex, and if the gamete without X chromosome fertilizes the egg, it produces the male sex. The next type is XX XY type. This type is otherwise called as a ligase type. This is seen in the case of Drosophila as well as human beings. Here also the males are producing two different gametes, X carrying sperm and the Y carrying sperm. If the X carrying sperm fertilizes the egg, that it produces female sex, and if the Y carrying sperm fertilizes the egg, that it produces male sex. Next is heterogametic females. In this heterogametic females, the females are producing two dissimilar gametes. Here also there are two types. One is ZO ZZ type, the other one is ZW ZZ type. The Z is the alphabet Z represent X chromosome. So it is to differentiate these two types. The alphabet Z is used for X chromosome. First is ZO ZZ type. This is seen in moth and butterflies. So here the female producing dissimilar gametes, you can see. One egg is produced with the Z chromosome, the other egg is without Z chromosome, and that joins with the male gamete to produce the male and the female. So the sex is determined by the egg that it fuses with the type of egg that it fuses with the sperm. The next type is ZW ZZ type. This type is seen in vertebrates like fishes, birds, reptiles, etc. And here Z chromosome for X chromosome and W, alphabet W for Y chromosome. So here also the female is producing two types of egg. An egg with the Z chromosome and another egg with the W chromosome. So when it joins with the sperm, that it produces the male and the female sex. So in all these types, the sex of the individual is determined by the chromosome. Next, we are going to study about sex determination in human beings and Drosophila. In human beings, the males are heterogametic. Male having producing two dissimilar gametes, and females are homogametic, producing two similar eggs. So the sex of the individual is determined by the egg that is fertilized by the X carrying sperm or Y carrying sperm. Parents 44 autosomes, XY chromosome in male, and female 44 autosome and XX chromosome in female. When male produces the gametes carry 22 autosome plus X. This is one gamete, and another sperm is produced with 22 autosome plus Y. When it joins with the egg, that it produces female, female, and male. It depends upon the sex of the individual. It is determined by the type of sperm that it fertilizes the egg. Next is about the Y chromosome. The Y chromosome, that it has got the genes for determining the sex. In this Y chromosome, there are functional genes are present and non-functional genes are present. The functional genes are euchromatic and the non-functional genes are heterochromatic. In this euchromatic Y chromosome, there is a gene which is called as SRY gene. This SRY gene only that it determines the testes and the reproductive structures of the male. Next, about Bohr bodies. Bohr bodies are determined, first observed by Bohr and Bertram in the year 1949. These are the Bohr bodies or inactive chromosome, condensed chromosome which is in females become tightly coiled into a heterochromatin, sex chromatin, condensed viable sex chromatin. The XO females have no Bohr body, but the XXY males have one Bohr body. Next is about the haplodiploidy mechanism in honeybees. Ants and wasps, they exhibit sex determination which is called as haplodiploidy sex determination mechanism. In this mechanism, the females are diploid, carrying 2 sets of chromosome, and the males are haploid, having half the number of chromosome. Only one diploid female, queen, that it lays the egg. All the other females help to raise the queen's eggs and contribute to the queen's reproductive success, and indirectly to their own. This type of selection is called as kin selection. So only one queen that it develops, diploid queen that it develops, all the other females, they help for queen's reproductive success. And this type of selection is called as kin selection. And also the queen bee, that it releases a hormone, that hormone that it suppresses the fertility of the worker bees. That is why all the sterile worker bees they are present in the colony. Today we have completed 2 topics as inheritance, multiple alleles, and sex determination. These are the 2 topics today we have completed. These topics are seen in the study material pages 47 to 53. You can refer and prepare these 2 topics. Thank you, students.